What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your Thursday afternoon so far. This is NYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm bringing you the Black and Blue Injury Report for Thursday, December 22nd, 2022, as the New York Giants get ready for their big game against the Minnesota Vikings down in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Week 16, and the Giants continue their push to the postseason. This is going to be a very short Black and Blue Injury Report because there's only two guys on the status report. That's it. Now, first, I'm going to go over a quick little roster update. The New York Giants have officially added Landon Collins to their active roster. So Landon Collins is now officially part of the New York Giants active roster. And in fact, he will now be a big part and play a lot at the linebacker position going forward. And as we know, Tay Crowder, who was released by the team a couple of days ago, he's been signed to the practice squad now. But Landon Collins is officially part of the active roster for the New York Giants and will be getting a whole lot of play at the linebacker position for the next few games and if the New York Giants end up making the postseason. Now, in terms of the injury report, head coach Brian Daboll pretty much went as follows. The only two guys that are not going to play in this game are Adoree Jackson, who has been dealing with the sprained MCL, but at least he's starting to ramp up his reps in the past couple of days. So it looks like that maybe he could make a return next week against the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants final game this season at MetLifeStadium for the 2022 NFL season, as well as Shane Lemieux. He's been dealing with that toe injury. He's only really played a quarter and a half of the entire season. They're out for this game. They're not playing. Otherwise, everybody else is good to go. That's it. Everybody else is good to go. Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau, Nick Van Nett, and Leonard Williams, who have all been on the injury report practicing on a limited basis, they're all ready to go. Neal managing that shoulder injury, Thibodeau managing an elbow injury, Van Nett taking care of a shoulder injury as well, and Leonard Williams dealing with the neck. Everybody else in this game is good to go. And even Xavier McKinney there might be a possibility that Xavier McKinney, who's been up in his reps a little bit, might possibly make a return next week against the Indianapolis Colts too. So, reality, the Giants are going to be pretty much close to as healthy as they can get going into this game, minus Adoree Jackson, minus Xavier McKinney, and then obviously minus Shane Lemieux. But otherwise the New York Giants are going to be as healthy as they can be heading into this game in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as the Giants continue their march to the postseason heading into the rest of this 2022 NFL season. That's your Black and Blue Injury Report. I know it's short. I know it's not that lengthy, but there's only two guys on the injury report. One more time, Adoree Jackson, who has been out with the sprained MCL since he got hurt against the Detroit Lions at least about 4 or 5 weeks ago. He's not playing. He's already been deemed out, but there's a possibility he could return next week against the Indianapolis Colts in the final game this season at MetLifeStadium, the final home game of the season. And Shane Lemieux, who's really only played maybe a half this season, he's also out with his toe injury. So he hasn't played all season. He's out. Who knows if or when he might come back to the season. Otherwise the Giants are good to go heading into this game on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. And Xavier McKinney, he might be on his way back. If he doesn't come back next week, maybe he returns in the last game of the season if the Giants need him against the Philadelphia Eagles. It's really just going to depend on how much along he is when on that surgery from his hand that he had the pins removed last week, and how far along Xavier McKinney is in his rehab going forward. But that is your Black and Blue Injury Report for the New York Giants, December 22nd, 2022 on Thursday, as the Giants get ready for their Week 16 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T85 for more breaking news, updates, chatter, and game status / injury reports surrounding the New York Giants. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that's going to be dropping on the channel surrounding the New York Giants. And let me know in the comment section how you're feeling about this very limited injury report and your feelings heading into this game Saturday afternoon against the Minnesota Vikings down in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Take it easy, and let's go New York Football Giants, as always. Together Blue, everyone.